Not into long podcasts? Don't worry, we've got bite sized clips just for you. This is CWN Clips. Please don't forget to subscribe. The understanding of the root cause today, it's more of just more preventive, or okay, when, not proactively, we think about what could have been the cause and try to go and try and see the next set of people are not affected. So that's a very, very important area of research. But I think what I understand is the number of dollars we are spending for the research is less compared to the number of dollars we are spending for treating the Parkinson's disease patients, right? So
So if you look at research in the United States, biomedical research, the United States spends more on biomedical research, or at least has, than any other country in the world. And 60% of biomedical research funding in the United States comes from industry, pharmaceutical companies, medical device companies who are looking to develop better treatments. But of every research dollar spent on Parkinson's, only 2 cents, only 2 pennies is spent on preventing the disease. There are homes here in New York City that are sold for more money each day than we spend as a society on trying to prevent one of the world's fastest growing brain diseases. And we wonder why Parkinson's disease is rising rapidly, why 250 Americans were diagnosed with the disease today, why 100 Americans died with the disease today, now the 13th leading cause of death. If we want to get it serious about preventing Parkinson's disease for baby boomers, 10,000 of whom turn 65 today, if we want to get serious about preventing the children, the grandchildren of people who already have the disease from getting it, we need to invest more in trying to prevent the disease, to identify the causes in our food, water, and air that are fueling its rise, and we create a world where Parkinson's disease is increasingly rare instead of increasingly common.
I think what you're making is a very, very powerful statement, right? And I think it's as a society and the policymakers, it has to be a combination of all of us to work together to get there. I hope the book reaches much more lawmakers, and then they try to put stringent effort, because what I understand, I've listed, I think I'll come back to that question on the toxins. So I think as you called out all the names, the first chapter is talking about what are the different people who have survived, like Sarah and Jana and everybody who you mentioned. So
and so it's not just policymakers. Policymakers generally are responsive. They don't lead. They respond to the needs of their constituents and the voices of their constituents. We're sitting here in New York City, where in 1987, an incredible, amazing group of individuals in New York City formed an organization called ACT UP, and their motto was "Silence equals death." Because for the HIV community in the 1980s, if you were silent, they died.
Right.
And they changed the course of HIV by barricading themselves on the streets, by marching the streets of New York, barricading themselves in the FDA, taking over the New York Stock Exchange, sewing a quilt that covered the National Mall. If people with Parkinson's disease, if those people who are most directly affected by the disease, if their spouses, their friends, their family members, their children, their grandchildren make their voices heard, policymakers will follow. If they followed for HIV, if they followed for drinking and driving, if they followed for polio, they will follow for Parkinson's disease. We just need to make our voices heard, so we change the course of these diseases.
Right. I think This is just a glimpse of one of the many conversations we've had in this channel. If you found this thought-provoking, please don't forget to subscribe and explore more insights from unfiltered voices and the real-world experts. And please don't forget to like and share this video to as many people as possible. It keeps us going. See you in the next one.